into a few games here. Reminder, heading into these last 8 weeks. No, it doesn't suck. It doesn't suck. Mondays, it's not Mondays. Mondays don't suck. It's not your genetics. That doesn't suck. Okay? It's not the weather. We live in the Midwest, so it's going to be days where it's nice, it's 66, and there might be days, hopefully not this spring, where it's 46. But the weather doesn't suck. Okay? We don't have it that bad. We're not living in Arctic temperatures every single day of the week. Your partner, your people you work with, the people on your team, they don't suck. Okay? We say these things all the time. And think about it, how negative really does that come off? When we just say, this sucks, that sucks. Man, my day is just sucking right now. You know, it's Monday, so things are going to be terrible for me today. It just sucks. If we live that life, if we say that enough, we're going to eventually take that on and believe it enough, right? So it's not suck. Things don't suck. Your negative mindset, that's what sucks. Your negative outlook on things, that's what sucks. You're complaining, that's what sucks. You're blaming other people, that's what sucks. You're defending your behavior, that's what truly sucks. And so when we got to reevaluate heading into these last 8 weeks, what sucks and what doesn't, okay? And so I got a question for you that I want you to answer, and that is this. What will you do with the time you have left? What will you do with the time you have left? For school, we have 8 weeks. For life, I don't know. Time can be relative for everybody and different for everybody. You know, what is that time period for you that you need to evaluate in your life? What are you going to do with the time you have left? What are you going to do? This is something to think about in your own mind, and you don't have to give answers, but what are you going to think? What are you going to do with the time you have left? Are you going to do some things that are productive? Are you going to play the sucks game? Are you going to play the blame game, the complaining game? Are you going to play the I'm going to put in the work game? What are you going to do with the time you have left? It might shock you, but 151,000 people, 600 people die each day. Yep, over 161,000. 6,316 people die each hour. Over 6,000 die each hour. 105 people die each minute in our world. Okay? And then I want you to just count to 1 for a second. 1. 2 people just died. What are you going to do with the time you have left? What are you going to do with the time you have left? Time is fleeting. Time is fleeting. It's here and it's gone. The clock is always ticking. It's always moving. Okay? We can never just stop it. Even when that battery runs out, okay, there's going to be another clock that's still ticking on and moving forward. What are you going to do with the time you have left? Gallup and Wells Fargo, they put together a study. They found that a lot of people on the job will waste over 21 hours, 21.8 hours to be specific, at their job. Whether it be just chit-chatting with other people in their office, whether it be looking up YouTube videos, whether it be looking on their phone, whether that be eating, whether that be just staring in space. Okay? We waste a lot of time at work in our activities. What are you doing with your time that you have left? There's a Nielsen study. Those are the people that do the TV ratings. And they found an average American adult spends 11 hours listening, watching, reading, just simply interacting with some form of media a day. 11 hours. If you add up a lot of time. That's crazy. Not saying you don't need to use media, because we all want to use it for some things, and it's becoming a mainstream in a lot of things we do. But what are you doing with your time left? You never know. I'll be honest with you guys, you never know when things are going to be coming to an end. When one chapter is closing and another one's beginning. When something is going to come to a halting stop. You never know. To be honest, you never know. So what are you going to do with the time you have left? What are you going to do today? What are you going to do this week? What are you going to do tomorrow? To make sure you maximize the time you have left to get a little bit better, to gain some more experience, to gain a little more skill, to make an impact on somebody else. What are you going to do with the time you have left?